Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I am playing Rakdos Burn. This is a deck donation from a very awesome and very anonymous Patreon subscriber. So thank you so much for that. If you want to do a deck donation, you can do it via Patreon or contact me directly via Discord or Twitter and do a PayPal deck donation. So this deck specifically is taking the Rakdos Burn shell and making a couple modifications to fit in a little bit of a not dead after all package. So we have Serrated Scorpion. When it dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. And we also have Fanatical Offering, which can sacrifice the Serrated Scorpion, but you can not dead after all that, get it back, get some extra value. We have Accursed Marauder, which you can basically force your opponent to sacrifice a creature. Then we can Fanatical Offering that. We have Grab the Prize, Sneaky Snacker, of course. Vampire's Kiss is a staple. And then 4 Blood Fountains to continue to loot through the deck, maybe get some extra value, get back our value creatures. So that's really cool. In the sideboard, we have 4 Duress for combo, Pyroblast for blue decks, and the Festivities to sweep. Cast into the Fire is pretty good versus Bridges, and Smash into the Smithereens is another artifact hate card. I'm excited to try this out. I've never tried Red-Black Madness Burn ever in my entire life. So let's see how it goes. I'll see you in the matches. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, here we go. Round 1. We're on the draw. We have Vampire's Kiss on turn 2. We have our colors, so I think that's good, right? Our opponent has mulligan to 5. I'm going to guess they're on Spy. Nope, they play an Island. Okay, so we already have the colors. I'm going to just go ahead and play the Serrated Scorpion and pass. This allows me to just get in. 4 Spike. Sure. Why did you keep 4 Spike in a 5-card hand? Let's go for Vampire's Kiss. Maybe they have a counterspell. 4 Spike number 2. Sure. So I will Vampire's Kiss again. Counterspell. Play this Razor Trap Gorge. Now I can go Blood Fountain. Play the Blood Fountain. Spell Setter. Okay. Let's just go ahead and Accursed Marauder. Kill the Spell Stutter. Carnarium. I'll pick up a Mountain. We will try another. We'll try a Faithless Looting. Seems like it's going to be a bit sketchy. We discard Double Snacker. It's very solid. I think I can put a Mountain on the table. Our opponent flashes in a Gale Blade. They likely have a Ninja here. Keeping no Ninja would be a risk. Like, you probably mulligan to a Ninja. Maybe they just drew 2 4 spikes off the top. They didn't have a Ninja? Okay, they hard cast an Of One Mind. We're going to Faithless Looting. Get back Double Snacker. Discard Mountain. Discard Fiery Temper. This is going pretty well already. Snackers come back. Your creature dies. Go ahead and plop down a Blood Fountain. Play the Jagged Barrens and pass. They're at 19. We finally did a little bit of damage. So now I can Blood Fountain back Scorpion and Accursed Marauder. Play the Scorpion. Play the Accursed Marauder. Kill the Fairy Seer. They Brine Barrow. Getting rid of, or just to have, they Brine Barrow just to be able to cast an Of One Mind. Find the monster. Sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Blood Fountain, we return Scorpion Marauder. Let's go land. We will sacrifice a non-token creature of our choice. This one. And then go ahead and play Scorpion. And do I attack? I think I hold it back just to block the Fairy Seer. I should also have been holding lands. That was a mistake. Let's block. Okay, creature's dead. We have Alms of the Vein. Guess I attack in. Forgot to be holding lands. Let's Blood Token, discard the Alms of the Vein. Drain you for 3. Bonk. And then we have a Fanatical Offering. So I will attempt to Fanatical Offering my Scorpion, which will bring back the Snackers. Sweet. That worked. And then we'll play a Blood Fountain. That also worked. What do I want to do now? I think I'm going to map onto Snacker? Fiery Temper. We will not put that in the graveyard. And pass. So this next turn, they flash in a Galeblade here. This next turn I can looting away the Fiery Temper and the land. We're getting in for 1. Do you have a ninja? This time they do have it. So it's a Moon Circuit Hacker, Galeblade back in hand, 1 unknown in hand. And they scoop. Alright. So clearly we want the Pyros, right? Let's just think about things that I could bring in. Pyroblast and the festivities I could bring in. Oops. We could bring in Cast into the Fire. What do I want to take out? I sort of wonder if the package, the Not Dead After All package, can be cut. 10 for 9 cards. This seems fine to me to cut all these cards. But what if we were going to keep one of them? Maybe it would be the Scorpion, and then we'll cut the rest. Or actually, maybe I just want the Accursed Marauder. Just blast all their creatures, and then eventually attack them with a Sneaky Snacker for lethal. Is that my only threat? Is it my only threat? Okay. That's probably fine, right? It's probably fine. Okay. We have 1 land. Easy keep. Easy keep. We'll draw lands. Keep. Opponent leads on a Fairy Seer. And we'll go Jagged Barrens turn 1. That's not super good. Did not draw the land that I was totally banking on. They have a second Fairy Seer. Maybe they don't have a land either, and then I can wipe their board. They went top. They play an island. They get in for 1. We have to try the End the Festivities, I think. They have a Force Spike. No, not like this. I did it to myself. They get in for 2. All right. We're going to attempt to Vampire's Kiss. They have a Spell Setter. I think I'm just going to die here. No bueno. Getting in for 3. No ninja. So I try Blood Fountain. Resolves. Try another one. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the next game. I felt like I was pretty far behind here. Maybe it wasn't over, but felt like it was. So maybe the end of, I do think the End of Festivities are good. Bring in the 4 Scorpions, and then cut 1 Pyroblast. Maybe cut 1 End of Festivities, and then bring back in a Pyroblast. So I'm kind of just protecting my spells with the Pyroblast. And the Festivities comes up late, and then I can still have the Scorpion to sacrifice. I guess I'm keeping this. Although, what am I doing here? I shouldn't have clicked keep. Play the Jagged Barrens, your turn. When it goes to 19. They play out a Fairy Seer. Maybe I shouldn't have sideboarded at all. Let my Gorge and pass. So the problem that is I don't have Madness Enablers. We have to not walk into the 700 Force Spikes either. Okay, they're going to flip a Moon Circuit Hacker. Passing. I'll play Blood Fountain. And then yield until the next end step, I think. If they do tap out, I can Fanatical Offering the Blood Token. They do. We're going to Fanatical the Blood Token. Okay. Now, I guess maybe if the Serrated Scorpion resolves, I can then map the Scorpion, which could maybe make it a 2/3, and then it's a good blocker. They play a Fairy Seer. They get in for 3. That puts me to 15. I can gain 3 life again, but that Hacker is getting in. I guess a good draw would be a Pyroblast, or removal spell of some kind. We have a Grab the Prize. Let's try the Serrated Scorpion, see if it gets countered. It did not get countered. I will map onto the Scorpion. I will not put that in my graveyard. And then I'll Rakdos Carnarium, pick up the Swamp. Maybe I should have picked up, should have like used the Jagged Barrens so I could pick up the Jagged Barrens with the Rakdos Carnarium for extra damage. That was a leak. Opponent plays a Galeblade, casting an Of One Mind. They're attacking in with their 2 flyers. Okay. My turn. Play the Swamp again. I'm going to pass, I guess. So that I can try to, like, Fiery Temper, kill the Fairy Seer. And then I can resolve the Grab the Prize, maybe. When it plays another island. They're getting in with everything. I will block here. Now they're going to flip a Ninja. So I have to try to Fiery Temper the Ninja then. And now they can flash in the Brine Barrow to make this not kill their ninja. They probably want to do that. But they do know I have the fiery temper, so wonder what their plan is. Try to kill this. Maybe they have a second ninja in hand. They did have a second ninja. Okay. So do they want to flash in another? They did not flash in the brine barrel. What is going on? So maybe they have... We're going to have to try and grab the prize discarding Alms of the Vein. Go face. We're going to draw 2 cards. Hopefully the grab the prize resolves. If they have a Hydroblast, I'm pretty screwed here. Okay. Alms resolves. Grab the prize resolves. We'll go for playing a swamp. Start with a Faithless Looting. We'll discard Alms of the Vein and Snacker. Go face with the Alms of the Vein. They've got to have a Force Spike in their hand, I think. So, do I want to play the Scorpion? Gets the Force Spike out of their hand. I mean, maybe I'm just, like, not going to worry about it. Let's see if they have the Force Spike. Every time. I was playing around it for a while. I just decided not to and then got wrecked. Classic. 5 cards in hand. One of them is a Ninja of the Deep Hours. And one of them is a Brine Barrow. They don't attack with a Ninja. And they flip a Moon Circuit Hacker. That probably will also have a Ninja here then. Okay. Not great. Guess there was really no reason for me to just shove in front of that Force Spike that I expected. So that seemed to be a relatively bad play there. Seems like they have a Spellstutter Sprite. Let's try for a Faithless Looting. I feel like I threw this game. We're going to go to the next match. Learning a little bit about how to actually pilot the deck. So we'll see you round 2. Round 2. So I feel like I kind of got lost in the sauce. And I think that some of the things that I changed about what was going on was not necessarily very good. But let's see how this next one goes. Like maybe I can't cut the Accursed Marauders and stuff. Maybe something like, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think more. I'd have to think more about what's a possible cut. Our opponent plays a Utopia Sprawl on green. Let's lead on the Jagged Barrens. We can turn to the Grab the Prize on the Faithless Looting to draw 2, dome them. Potentially a Cursed Marauder could be good here. And we could also, like, not dead after all the Accursed Marauder to take out 2 creatures. A Wild Growth on their land. Plays a Malevolent Rumble. So they seem to be playing red-green ramp. They choose Arbor Elf. We have Alms of the Vein. Do I want to Faithless Looting, discard a land, Alms of the Vein, or just grab the prize, the looting? I'm just going to grab the prize, discard the looting. Oops. Discard the looting. That may not have been correct. So now I have Blood Fountain, which means I can Marauder Not Dead After All, take out 2 creatures. And I can Blood Fountain them back. Blood Fountain back the Marauder. Oh, they are playing Land Destruction. That's fun. Let's go ahead and kill your Arbor Elf. And then they kill my land again. Okay. The Blood Fountain and a land. So what do I have for this deck? The rest makes sense. Otherwise, nothing else makes sense. I just don't know what to cut. They made some more green mana. They have 4 mana right now. They seem to be about to play something big. They're having a hard time paying for it, though. Plays a Chrysalis. So they're going to go Chrysalis into Chrysalis. Which means I'm trying to get back the Accursed Marauder so I can kill both of the Chrysalises. Let's see. This turn we're going to Blood Token Alms. Come on. Another Earth Rift. Okay. Or a Earth Rift. Another land destruction spell. We'll discard Alms of the Vein. Blast you. We'll go to 23. Drawing another swamp. So at least I can play Blood Fountain, discard the Alms of the Vein again. They have another removal spell. They have another land destruction spell, so they're playing maybe 12 land destructions, plus these have flashback the Earth Rift for 5 and 2 red, which they have 4, 5, 6 men in play. Let's fanatical the Blood Fountain. Okay. Now I have grab the prize, discard Alms of the Vein. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wish they would stop blowing up my stuff. Okay. They had a main deck Cast into the Fire, which they got rid of with a Flush out from the Storm Shriek Feral. We go to 15 from the Chrysalis attack. And Vampire's Kiss to get some blood tokens. And then also play a Blood Fountain. We're at 17. I have 6 more damage, 8 more damage. Now they can start blowing up my lands with the Earth Rift. So I can't use all the damage. Instead, they flush out again, discarding a forest, drawing 2 cards. I'm surprised that that was the case. They get in for 4. We're going to 13. We find a Sneaky Snacker. So I can grab the prize, the Snacker, grab the prize, discard Sneaky Snacker. Okay. I really need a land. I'm going to just discard the Not Dead After All. Not find a land. Every other turn, I can block with the Snacker. Now they have enough mana to flash back the Earth Rifts if they understand that that's the case. They have 8 mana. They didn't do it last turn. Looks like they're figuring it out. So I'm going to lose a land. My red land is gone. They hit me for 4. I can Alms of the Vein. A token, discard the Alms of the Vein. Boku. Finding a land. Let's Faithless Looting. Discard what? I guess grab the prize and a Faithless Looting. And then I'll attack in. Because they're probably going to take out my red land again. So I can hit them to 5. I have the blood token if they don't take out my red land, which would kill them. But they are going to kill my red land. No, they play Annoyed Allosaur. That's really bad. Revealing Acid Moss. Oh my god. How do I win now? They're hitting me for 4, then 6. I can Vampire's Kiss, put you to 3. I have to have a red land. Vampire's Kiss, put you to 3. Carnarium, pick up my swamp. If I top deck a mountain, they're dead. No reason to attack into the Allosaur. Or if they get greedy and they don't cast the Earth Rift from the graveyard. That's a Writhing Chrysalis. So they don't have the Earth Rift and they're probably going to be dead here then. Unless they have a removal or a another way to blow up my red land. Which they could have. They have a Thermokarst. Opponent is not cool. Not cool, opponent. Not cool. Can we draw a mountain and seal the deal? Yes! No way! Justice. Amazing. I bet they just have a... They scooped. They didn't even let me cast it. Wrecked. Okay, we want the 4 Duress. I guess I'm just not going to play the Accursed Marauders. And then maybe trim a Not Dead After All. We played to our outs. And here I have a probably pretty bad hand. I have multiple Duresses. No second land. Mulligan. Okay, this hand is better. Let's keep. What are we going to get rid of? I guess Alms of the Vein. Our opponent plays a forest. And Sagyu's turn 1. So it's just weird that they aren't really playing ramp. We grab a forest. We Jagged Barrens. Probably going to have to go for Vampire's Kiss on turn 2. They sprawl. Casting a relic and a relic. Oh my god. Okay. Let's just see what's going on over there. Duress you. Take your Thermokarst. Play a land. Pass the turn. So this turn they can play the Writhing Chrysalis. What a bummer. I guess the relic is actually relatively good for me against me. Oh, here comes the Writhing Chrysalis. They didn't play it. They're just holding up open the Weatherstorm. Or what? I'm pretty sure they drew a card for turn. So I guess they had the forest previously. Now they have the 5 mana. Now if I think I just Faithless Looting. And then I discard Snacker, Fiery Temper. Snacker, Fiery Temper. Guess they relic the Snacker. Maybe I just get rid of Faithless Looting. Then we will go face, play a land, and pass. How bad do I get wrecked if they have the Weatherstorm? I feel like land destruction spells are worse for me than the Weatherstorm is. Okay, so they Acid Moss away my land. But that gives me Sneaky Snacker, I suppose. All they can do is just take out my land. Sure. Let's grab the prize, discarding the duress. Just have to kind of play around the other thing. So now Jagged Barons pings them to 13. That means the Razor Trap Gorge ETB's untapped. And then I can try to like kill them with the Fanatical on the Scorpion. They go Chrysalis. And they pass. Maybe not, maybe not. Gets rid of a card. Go Gorge. Play out Scorpion. Do I want to Vampire's Kiss? That would give them +7 life, going to 20. Still think it's probably worth it. That's the turn. They're at 11, but then they can gain 9 right now if they choose to. Looks like that's the plan. Wonder if I should just discard the swamp. They gain 9. Go and cast another Writhing Chrysalis. Bad news bears. Let's discard a swamp. Darn, we drew a swamp. Getting in for 3. Okay. Now the Accursed Marauders would be pretty good. And I took them out. Get rid of the swamp. Going to Fanatical Offering the Sneaky Snacker. See if they want to crack their relic, which they probably do. Comes right back. Okay, they're fine with it? Don't understand. Discard a land. Oh geez, there's some lag over here. Discard land. Oh, I forgot the Razor Trap Gorge isn't going to work this turn. Dang. Okay. Let's map onto the Snacker, I suppose. I don't think I want that in the graveyard. Looks like our opponent has the third. No, not. They're doing something else. Not the fourth or third Chrysalis. Going to be a 5-drop at this point. Maybe 6. There's a Soggy Wildling. Might as well just block, I suppose. Soak up some damage. Ping them a bit. They got a 21. Just grab the prize of the Sneaky Snacker. There's good value if they don't crack the relic. Don't understand what they were doing if they're not cracking the relic, though. Instead, they choose to exile a swamp from my graveyard. Come on. What's it going to be? Snacker simply returns. We're going to grab the prize, discard the Fiery Temper. I guess maybe they're holding open Weatherstorm. I'll take out the Sogyu. Play a Jagged Barons. And I suppose attack in for 3. We have 11 damage on the table. Yeah. When it goes to 13. And they did draw another Weatherstorm. We're going to get beat by that, I think. Currently I'm at 25. Is there a way for me to live through any of this? I have another Sogyu. What am I supposed to do? I think we just die, but let's see. Maybe they sided out their land destruction spells for specifically the go Serrated Scorpion. Gives me a little bit of life gain. I can multi-block something. Will Vampires Kiss you? Make some bloods. Play a Blood Fountain. Make a blood. Play a Blood Fountain again. So what do I'm going to just block the Sogyu and block the Chrysalis. Take 5, go to 3. Then we'll back to 5. Our opponent finally cracks the relic. Plays another Utopia Sprawl. We might as well put it on black at this point. They've got lots of mana. Not Dead After All doesn't do anything for me here. Drop or discard. And Fanatical. Sacrificing a blood. Let's try Faithless Looting. Discard, discard. And I think that'll be all she wrote. So we'll see you in round 3. I feel terrible because I thought that was the entire match, but actually it was not. Bring in the Accursed Marauders. Just want to kill all their stuff and then Not Dead After Alls. Just get rid of the Serrated Scorpions. Duresses, kill all your things. We'll see if that'll work out. So I can't believe that happened. Guess I'm keeping. We have lands. We'll lead on the Bajuka Bog and do a Duress. Can Accursed Marauder try to kill their creature. I thought that was the entire match because my opponent has been taking a very, very, very long time. They're at almost 10 minutes behind on clock. Lots of ups and downs here. I'm going to actually exile my own graveyard for funsies. I'm going to play Sogyu, Wildling, grabbing a mountain. Let's go for Duress. I will take your Sprawl, stopping you from ramping. That's the turn. Next turn, I can looting, discard Fiery Temper Snacker, killing the Arbor Elf. I play out the Arbor Elf. Mountain. We Faithless Looting. We discard. And I did draw another Duress, so let's take this out. Bonk. And then Duress. Oops. Hit you with a Duress. And we'll just take your Weather, I suppose, or the Earth Rift. They're far from casting the Earth Rift, but it's going to be a big problem when it works. But the Weather, I think, is probably worse. This turn, we can looting from the graveyard, get the Snacker back. They have a top deck Sogyu into a forest. Then they have the Storm Shriek, so they can discard the Earth Rift if they want, which looks like they are going to do. Go back to 2 cards in hand. There's definitely some value there. Let's Faithless Looting. We'll discard Marauder. No, not the Marauder. Yes, the Marauder. And a Vampire's Kiss. I want to use the Fanatical Offering on my own Sneaky Snacker to draw some mana. Yeah, it's going to be the Vampire's Kiss, I think. Maybe that's not smart because that's one of the best cards in the deck, but I'm trying to hold on to the cards that actually can maybe win the game. If they have a Thermokarst here, it's a huge problem. They play a Wild Growth on the forest and a land, 1 card in hand. We have a Swamp. I can now attack and then Fanatical my creature and play out Vampire's Kiss. Doink. Alright, they're at 16. I have double Alms of the Vein. I can actually hit them with the Alms of the Vein just for the looting and save the blood tokens. So they're 1 card in hand. What is it going to be? Hydra? Seems like Hydra. Seems like maybe they were trying to cast Earth Rift. Blows up a land. I think I just cast the Faithless Looting, discard. I blast you for 6, which is quite a bit. Blast you again. Bonk. Play this Gorge. And then we're just going to map on the Snacker and attack. We ended up drawing a mountain off the map. So land destruction is not a big deal here anymore. And I think they're dead this turn. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Looks like they are going to Chrysalis. So I can attack in. They have to block, and then I Fiery Temper the Chrysalis. If they don't block, they're dead. Ah, yeah. Okay. Opponent blocks. We will grab the prize, discard the Fiery Temper. Murder the Chrysalis. I guess I could have done that pre-combat. And then they would have... But they would still be able to just not block then. Alright, we find Alms of the Vein. Let's discard Alms of the Vein. While they don't have Weatherstorm in hand. Blast you. When it goes to 3. And they scoop it up. We win match 2. I'll see you in round 3. Okay. Round 3 versus Ed Elric. We have turn 2 Vampire's Kiss into Faithless Looting. Put it on Rakdos or Mono Red Madness. So maybe this is a good matchup for me. It depends on this life gain that we can do. Nope, they're on red black, so it's a mirror match. It's a mirror match. We have a Cursed Marauder. Let's start by going Vampire's Kiss. I'm going to Kitchen Imps. I think I have to take out the Kitchen Imp with the Fiery Temper. Discard Fiery Temper. Blast the Imp. Draw a card. Sneaky Snacker. So this turn we're going to looting. Discard double Snacker. Our opponent casts looting. Another Kitchen Imp. That's a problem. And they play a mountain. It's just these mountains look more like a mono red deck to me. We can discard a Snacker and then looting, pitch Snacker Alms and hit them. That seems solid. Land, blood token, discard Snacker. And then cast Faithless Looting. Discard Sneaky Snacker Alms of the Vein. And hit you with the Alms of the Vein. Back. So they're at 14, I'm at 16. I've got a Snacker now. And then I can Fiery Temper plus Alms of the Vein if I want. I mean, not Fiery Temper, Alms of the Vein. Grab the prize, which would pitch the Fiery Temper or the Alms. Probably have to focus on life gain, though. Our opponent has to grab the prize for Alms of the Vein, so that's a 5-point swing. And they have a Bajuka Bog. That's not cool. Not cool at all. Gets in. I will grab the prize, discarding Alms of the Vein, and hit you with Alms of the Vein. Play the Razor Trap Gorge. play a Blood Fountain. Pass the turn. Planning on blocking the kitchen if they let me. And then I can Fanatical to get it back. I can Fanatical the Blood Token to return my Snacker. They bolt my Snacker. Vampire's Kiss. Another Bog. Bro. Let's discard the Fiery Temper. Go after the Kitchen Imp. And then Vampire's Kiss you. We are at 8. When it discards a Faithless Looting. They cast Highway Robbery. They'll discard another Kitchen Imp. That's terrible. Terrible news. Puts me to 6 and now to 3. We can play the Accursed Marauder. And then Fanatical Offering it. They have to get rid of a creature. They have to have just blanks. Pick up a land. And they have a Bolt, so we die. I don't know if I have anything for their deck. So I'm just going to resubmit. We just need better life gain. And we have more life gain than they do because of the Serrated Scorpion. But we also have fewer threats because we don't have the Kitchen Imp. They also drew Bogs at just the right time. Okay. We're looking for that turn 2 grab the prize snacker. We have probably not a good enough hand. We have no enablers. Razor Trap Gorge into nothing. But if I do find something, any lands would actually be great here. We have to keep this and just get lucky. I think we have to get lucky in order to win this matchup. Opponent leads on Mountain into Epicure. Did not get lucky. Grab that Scorpion on the table. If I find an untapped land, I will Fanatical the Scorpion. The Carnarium. No land. Bolts my creature. So we drain them for 2, but then they just get in. So, bad news. They've got a Kitchen Imp. Alright, we're going to go ahead and see if I can find a land off the top, and if so, I'll keep playing. We found Bojuka Bog. I did say I would keep playing. Your turn. They go Faithless Looting, discarding Alms of the Vein. Hits me to 13. Now to 9 off their attacks. Plays a land. And plotting a robbery here. So the best I can do is Kiss, Vampire's Kiss. Pick up the Razor Trap Gorge. And I can Vampire's Kiss again and Fiery Temper, killing the Kitchen Imp. Our opponent is going to cast the Highway Robbery. Snacker returns on their side. And we're going to get hit for 4, going to 7. Can they deal me lethal? Vampire's Kiss to 9. Land. 4. Double Bolt is lethal. They don't have it. Gorge. We play Vampire's Kiss. We attempt to try to stay alive. Fiery Temper. Take out the Kitchen Imp. Pass the turn. They've got a Fiery Temper to put me to 4, and then 4 power on the table, so we'll go to round 4. Round 4. Turn 2, we can Faithless Looting, discard Fiery Temper Snacker. I think we're going to try it. Forest for the opponent. Into Utopia Sprawl. On red. So red-green monsters again. Play the Mountain Pass. They're going to turn to a Rumble. They find Hydra, Forest, Elf, and a Utopia Sprawl. They can choose any of those things. Choosing the Arbor Elf. So we're just going to blast that with the Fiery Temper. Land, I'll tap for 2 mana. Faithless Looting. And we will discard. Get out of here, Arbor Elf. We can get the Snacker back this turn, which is sweet, off of the Grab the Prize. They cycle a Generous Ent. For a Forest, they have 4 mana. Casting a Chrysalis. We'll just probably go face. But also go after the Chrysalis here. Then make it turn into a 4/5, so it's not the greatest. Yeah, let's just grab the prize, discard the Fiery Temper. Blast. They'll go to 15. I get my Snacker back. Ooh, I have the Accursed Marauder. If I can find an untapped black source, then I can Marauder and then Fanatical the Marauder. Sacrificing my Snacker or whatever. 5 mana. 6 mana. They play an Oliphant. And get in for 4. I'm going to try to Marauder them. We'll sacrifice the Marauder. They probably don't... Yeah, they did not sacrifice the Oliphant. That makes sense. I'll attack for 2. They go to 13. Plays the Utopia Sprawl. I need another black mana here. They attack it for 6. They play a Jewel Thief, so they have a decent amount of mana. Or this is lethal? Dang. What's Vampire's Kiss? Discard the Not Dead After All. Discard the Blood Fountain. Just not having the right mana. Dang. I'll attempt to attack. But this is already 10, 9, 11. How do I win? I was hoping I could just... Yeah, this Oliphant's gonna wreck me here. My stuff didn't line up very well. And they have a pump spell, so I'm just dead. Okay. We will resubmit. Okay, I'm on the play. Let's keep this. Land go. Turn 2 Sneaky Snacker. They start with a Arbor Elf. Let's get rid of that thing. Turn 2. They've got a Wild Growth. 2 mana in play. Passing the turn. I gotta worry about the weather storms, but don't think there's anything I can do about it right now. We'll discard the Sneaky Snacker and have it return. I have a Cursed Marauder. Let's Rakdos Carnarium. I'll pick up... Probably doesn't matter. I'll pick up the Swamp. Would have also just played the Jagged Barrens that turn, but then I would have only 3 mana this turn instead of 4. Our opponent plays a Jewel Thief. Should I just Fiery Temper it? They've shown us that they have the Banner Hide, so it might not be great to Fiery Temper the Jewel Thief. I'll play Faithless Looting, and I'll discard Alms of the Vein and Sneaky Snacker, and then go face with the Alms of the Vein. And I can play the Jagged Barrens. Go ahead and attack in. I'm looking for that Not Dead After All so that I can double Marauder them. Let's see if they have the Weather the Storm here. They did not play a Weather Storm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Looks like a Nyxborn, making the Jewel Thief real big. I'll play the Accursed Marauder. Sacrifice my Marauder. Attack in for 2. They do block. So let's play out the Swamp. I think... Actually, a Mountain. This way, if I find a black or red mana spell, I can cast it. We will loot, discard, Fiery Temper, Fiery Temper. That was a really good turn. Wow. So kill this thing, get off the table. Bonk, and then we'll go 3 to you. Bam. Wow, that was good. I enjoyed that. They're at 9. 5 mana. Going to be another, it's another Nyxborn. So this time it's a 4/5 again. We have another Marauder. Just kill it with the Marauder. That's pretty sweet. Sacrifice. And then cast Faithless Looting. Discard, discard. Ping you. And attack for 4. They're dead next turn. We win the game. 1-1. Resubmit. Game 3. I guess having grabbed the prizes is pretty good. We have to draw something to pitch to it though. I'll keep. We'll ping them turn 1 and then see what happens. They play a Utopia Sprawl on turn 1. On red, play Jagged Barrens. They go to 19. They've now got 3 mana, so let's see. They didn't cast anything. They just play a couple Scorpions out then. Scorpion. And another Scorpion. No Weather the Storm. 4 mana. Now they can Chrysalis. They find a Not Dead After All. So I'm going to attack in. They block. Well, Not Dead After All, that one. Which means they will take the 2 damage. I'll get my creature back. They go to 16. We're at 22. My creature comes back. I think it makes sense to just grab the prize away, the Blood Fountain. Not really using that right now. Maybe the Blood Fountain is one of the things we don't really need in the deck. We're just too slow for this matchup. They have 5 mana right now. Plays Avenging Hunter. Goes into the Undercity. Finding a Forest. They're choosing to attack. Okay, we got a 20. Let's grab the prize, discard the Faithless Looting. They got a 12. Play out the Blood Fountain. Play the Jagged Barrens. I suppose I attack now. I'll just block with a Spawn and the Avenging Hunter, and then the Avenging Hunter eats my creature. Okay, they decide not to block the one that has the Wicked roll on it. And they take 2, going to 9. I can now Blood Token or Blood Fountain to return Scorpion and replay it. They make the Avenging Hunter huge. They have 11 damage. Another Avenging Hunter? 6 mana. So that means they probably have a Nyxborn. They just cast an Oliphant. We're gonna die. I guess somehow I kill the spawn and then... Okay, so I'm at 12. I'm gonna discard this swamp. Play the Accursed Marauder. What do I sacrifice? This is 13, 14, 15 damage. This has a bigger butt though. We'll go to 14. Guess I'm gonna sacrifice the Serrated Scorpion. I assume, okay. We go to 14. Put you to 5. I think we just die. It was close. The trample from the Oliphant. Oh yeah, plus trap, so they got me. On to round 5. Round 5, here we go. I want some play points back. We have a couple of things to do. Let's keep. Guess I lead on Mountain in case they play a Refurb on turn 1 somehow. They play a Mountain and a Tomb Raider. So I can just kill the Tomb Raider right now. Seems like a plan. Can I as a life gain deck defeat the mono red deck? When it turn 2, what are you gonna do? There's a Mountain and a Ren's Resolve into Great Furnace Galblast. Okay, luckily we drew a Mountain, which is good. So now I can looting and discard. So they'll take 6 damage. I'll gain 3 life. We'll pass the turn. Our opponent plays out the Great Furnace. They need 2 more artifacts in order to deal me 4 with this Galvanic that's in exile. You do have 6 cards in hand. Basically a 7-card hand right now. Just they have to cast one of those. They go for another Tomb Raider, which is a 2/2. And hits me for 2 with the Galvanic. And 2 from the Tomb Raider to up me to 19. We draw Blood Fountain, so I'll play the Blood Fountain. I think I discard one of these Not Dead After Alls. Play a Gorge, pass the turn. They play a Synthesizer. So this turn, what am I doing? And they find a Bushwhacker. Now they can hit me for 5. Yep, here comes 5 damage. Seems like the thing that we probably don't want to be doing is the Blood Fountain, huh? Let's Faithless Looting. Discard. And discard. Mountain. Fanatical, the Blood Fountain. Okay, I found an Accursed Marauder. That's actually not terrible at this point, so we can Marauder, Not Dead After All, the Marauder, and then kill both their creatures. Is that good though? Play a Rally. Oh no. Clockwork. It's not looking good. They're getting in. We go to 8 life. Let's try Faithless Looting. Discard Alms of the Vein. Discard It's Not Dead After All. Snacker returns. We will hit you. Gain 3. Vampires Kiss you. Gain 2. Then I'm going to discard. Let's, I guess, map the snack. Serrated Scorpion. We will not put that in the graveyard. Land. Discard the Marauder. So I'm back to 13. I have 3 damage. Then I can Serrated Scorpion and Fanatical Offering it, gaining 2 life. That's 5 total damage. I need 4 more damage somehow. Our opponent cracks the Synthesizer, finding a Clockwork. And another Clockwork from hand. And another Clockwork from hand. You got me. Like, should I attack? How do I win? You don't even have actual Lightning Bolt in the deck, huh? I go to 5. Play a land. You haven't grabbed the prize. I will attack you. 3. This has to connect for me to win. They Fire Blasted. Fanatical. Okay, so that's dead. Oh, I messed up. I messed up double time. Oh, God. Jeez. Wow. We could maybe have gotten there. This would have been 5 damage. Oh, man, that was brutal. Okay, they Fire Blasted my guy. Good games, Manu. Bringing in the festivities and the cast of the fires. Marauder's bad. Just gonna cut the Not Dead After All. Also bring in a smash. Maybe 2 smashes. Alright. Don't have a lot of threats. Oh wait, the Blood Fountain. I can't even cast the Blood Fountain stuff. Let's bring this back. Bring in the Not Dead After Alls. Blood Fountain just seems to like not actually be something that we can use in the deck. We only have, we have a decent amount of discard stuff. That was crazy. Now I'm on the play. We can grab turn 2. Let's keep land pass. I'm going to place mountain and a clockwork. I don't think I want to smash the smithereens of the clockwork, but I do want to grab the prize, the sneaky snacker. My snack returns. Pass the turn. They play a great furnace. That is something I would like to smash. Burning tree emissary, great. Into a goblin tomb raider. I get in for 3. Just kill your land. Pass the turn. Plays rally at the Hornburg. We'll block a creature. Cast Faithless Looting. Discard Alms of the Vein. Discard Sneaky Snacker. Snacker returns. We hit you with the Alms of the Vein. They go to 12. Play Carnarium. And we pick up the Swamp. And I will pass the turn. Okay, so I can cast into the fire, kill your soldiers, block here. And then I can Vampire's Kiss too. They have Bushwhacker, of course. Bajillion damage. We go to 3. So all they need is a bolt. Bam! So we end up going 1-4. Not sure exactly where the leak was in the deck. I like the idea of what was going on. I think we didn't draw, and maybe I didn't pilot it to the extent that I potentially could have. But I really appreciate the deck donation from the anonymous Patreon subscriber. Hopefully you liked watching a little bit of back and forths here. We won a decent amount of games. I will see you in the next video.